Staging your flip can be the difference between your house selling immediately over ask price or your property sitting on the market for months.
Today we're gonna go over why you should be staging your houses and exactly how to do it affordably to maximize your flip profits.
Welcome to Flippin' Fortunes. And now we're gonna get into staging. Woo! So with staging, what you wanna do is you wanna set the ambiance, you wanna set the atmosphere for the room that you're doing, right? So this house right here that we're in is a family home. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Most likely whoever buys this house is going to be a family. So what we did is we threw a bunch of kind of fun kid stuff in here, right? Like a little playhouse, slide. Obviously we have this wonderful just swing that we were on earlier. Threw some of these little nuggets, I think is what people call them, for kids. You know, just kind of really showing that you can have a great time in here, right? That your kids will just love it here. That's what you want to shoot for. So just imagine an agent brings their clients in, right? Their clients bring their kids, of course. Their kids run into the house and they're like, oh my gosh, they're going crazy. They're playing on the swing, they're going down the slide, they're enjoying the playhouse. You think that the parents aren't gonna immediately kind of have like a really cool feeling about the house? They're gonna love it. So those are the types of things that you need to do when you're selling a property.
So I think a common misconception with people in staging is they think they need to absolutely furnish the entire house. No, you actually do not need to do that. There's only a few key points you need to hit in every single house. Number one, you wanna make sure this house feels super homey. What I mean by that is you want them to come right inside that door, look around, make it feel homey, not like some sterile house that has absolutely nothing in it. How we achieve that is, let's take a look at this kitchen, for example. We just have little details. Honestly, less is more, especially on the accessories. We have little details like this, plants around here. Accessories like vases on the shelves go a long, long ways. Greenery, we always add lots of greenery. Kind of softens up the space. If you have open shelving here, we'll throw plates. Once again, you're just trying to make these people feel like they can picture themselves living here in this house. The second is filling all of the dead spaces in the house. For us, we always put a dining table in all of our staging because you just want to make sure that it has a designated eating area for people to see. This is actually a little bit of a smaller eat-in kitchen, so we went with a smaller pub style table that fits the space really well. Another big thing is you don't want to get overly clunky, big furniture. It tends to make the space feel a lot smaller. So as you see here, we went with a smaller table. You know, a lot of people would think, oh, you need to have a dining room table of 6, 8. In this space, we didn't feel like that was necessary. Small eating kitchen here. Also, the reason why we put this here is because if this table wasn't here, this would kind of be an awkward space. Just this little bay window. If you don't put a table here, there's really not a whole lot you can put here. And the last thing you want when people are walking through the house is to feel like there's awkward spaces. The living area is one of the places we will always stage. We'll always do couches in the living space. As you see here, this is actually a pretty good size sectional. So this is actually Luke's old personal. He just moved to a new house. So this was his existing couch in here and it fits the space super well, especially this room here. Gives a nice homey feel. The other thing is, believe it or not, people will come and offer to buy the furniture that is existing because it's already sitting here and it fits the space well.
Moving outside, a lot of people buy houses just for the backyard. So it's so important to set the mood right and make people be able to envision what their life would be like to go outside, relax, have a beautiful backyard, have parties with their friends and family. That can truly sell a house. It's not really staging, but if you have the ability, something that's really cool when you have showings is to actually do things like turn on the misters, really set the mood. In this house, like Jacob mentioned, this is actually Luke's personal house. He has a bunch of fire pits as well along the pool. So when people are coming on a showing, turn on the fountains, turn on the fire pits, and really set that mood. Make it something where the people who are looking at the house just can't say no.
So guys, one thing that is absolutely huge with these properties when staging is plants. The thing with plants is they soften up the areas. A lot of times this is new construction that we're finishing. So it's like when you're doing new construction or just, you know, completing a renovation, you have to have things that kind of make it feel like home. So Home Goods is one of our favorite places to come for plants. Great spot to come for this.
So the key to staging is buying on a budget. A couple of our absolute favorite stores to find furniture, accessories, etc. One of them we're standing in right now. This is a home goods store, also in a TJ Maxx. Not sure if you have one where you're at, but you can get some amazing, amazing deals at stores like this, and it'll save you a ton of money. So we just left one of our absolute favorite places to shop, Home Goods, which I just mentioned a bit ago. But when it comes to actual furniture, we really gravitate towards two places. If we're looking for couches, coffee tables, dining tables, we'll really either go to Amazon or IKEA. What's nice about Amazon is, one, as you can imagine, it is super cost effective. Our average couch, I believe, is about $500, $800. The other great thing about Amazon furniture is it's super lightweight. As you can imagine, they're shipping it to you, so they care about weight, which is gonna make it super easy when you're moving this from house to house. The other thing we love about Amazon is it's a one-stop shop. You have a huge variety to shop for pretty much the entire house in one cart, rather than bouncing around to a bunch of different stores. The one thing you're gonna have to deal with is putting together the furniture, but if you're saving a few $100, it's worth it.
Let's talk about cost, right? Now, a lot of people are really upset when it comes to, fronting that bill of maybe it's $3 grand, maybe it's $5 grand. That's typically what we end up spending, is somewhere between 3 and 5. Again, it really just depends on the size of the property that we're staging, right? Like, so sometimes if we're staging one of these little mini houses in Mesa that we do for 800 square feet, yeah, we can probably get away with staging that for 2,500 to 3 grand. But if you're staging a house that's, say, 2,500 or 3,000 or 3,500 square feet, you're gonna need more furniture. A lot of times those ones might be closer to your $5,000, because again, we like to do small things in the bathrooms. Obviously you're still hitting the kitchen, more living space for the living room, family room, stuff like that. But something you have to keep in mind is that, yes, you are going to front that 3 to 5 grand that you're gonna spend on that furniture, right? But is that not gonna bring you that exact same return, 3 to 5 grand, if not a lot more per sale? So that's what we look at, is what does that bring back? What is the return on that investment? For us, it's extremely high. We believe that the two biggest things is that either one, you're either gonna go under contract a lot faster. If you go under contract in, let's say, 2 days versus 2 months, you're saving 2 full months worth of hard money. Our average hard money payment on an average house is probably $3,500 to $4,000. So again, that's 7 to 8 grand over that 2-month period that you're now receiving that back. Right there, your furniture paid for itself. Now, we've looked at the difference between when we stage a property and when we don't stage a property. When we stage a property, every single time it goes under contract way faster than it ever would have without staging. On average, we're saving about 30 days worth of sitting on the market by staging it. 30 days, once again, let's just take our average hard money payment, which is about $3,500 a month. You're making that $3,500 back in your pocket just like that.
Not to mention, when your house is fully staged and it looks fantastic against the other ones, you have a better chance of getting a higher price and starting a bidding war. At the end of the day, more money in your pocket. And the biggest thing that people get hung up on is exactly like Luke said, that $3,500 to $5,000 one-time investment. What they don't realize is you're gonna move that furniture from house to house to house. You're gonna reuse it countless times. So really, on the life of that staging furniture over your houses, it is a massive, massive profit.
Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let us know what you want to see next. And if you enjoyed this type of video where we talk about ways for you to make money and not just showing you the flips, we'll see you next time. Peace.